Okay, I got another little doodad for you here. This you should have in your glove box. I order a lot of parts, a lot of bearings. God, we go through bearings. And although most of the stuff we have is documented, but sometimes you gotta get some aftermarket thing, some odd looking attachment or whatever. Or you've got a vehicle that has no carburetor, you got something off something else, you're making it, customize it somehow or whatever. A lot of times you'll get something that you go to Amazon, which is an option. You go to Amazon for a part, a bearing or something like that, and it looks like the part you need, but you don't know if it's exactly the right part. And that's where they call it a Pittsburgh 6-inch composite digital caliper. It just means it's plastic, but this is the one you get at Harbor Freight. I use this thing a ton. I had to order, I ordered 24 bearings for a project we have. Had no real resource for it, so I went to find something. What was it called? It's some kind of a shouldered, crazy bearing. And they gave the dimensions, and I was able to figure it all out with this. Okay, the IO, all this, and by God, they all fit. It was a perfect setup. Big time saver. I don't have to send something back or whatever the case is. This thing's under 20 bucks. Okay. Another thing where this really helps, this is where I bought extras. I have one of these on my welder, my wire feed. And you go into your welder, I have a, I think it's a Lincoln. Yeah, anyhow. You open up the hood, it'll tell you if you're welding this type, this gauge, this size of steel, and you're using this type of wire, then you should be cooking it at this temperature at this speed. And you can use this to dial in to see what gauge your metal is. So instead of guessing, I'll look at the two pieces of metal or whatever, like it could be pipe or whatever. I'll take a measurement and make that my starting point. Oh look, this is 1/8 of an inch. And ever since now I'm getting much closer to being exact about what my metal is. Oh my gosh, I set the thing up, it says 270/18. Boom. Great welds. All this time I've just been winging it, and just huge as far as my welding. This made welding so much more effective. Like I said, under 20 bucks, Harbor Freight. If you're buying anything online, especially if you're lucky enough to give you the dimensions, the internal size, the external size, the length of this, the thickness, the whatever, this will do it all. And Amazon's really good about putting the dimensions on everything. So get you one of these. I keep one in my glove box, which means I'm using it here at work. I keep one on my welder, and I got one on my desk in my little shop area. Heck of a tool. It's under 20 bucks. Love you, God bless. Here's the, that's your title there. Composite, I like that. It's plastic. Pretty durable though.